Well, time for showbiz, and you know what? As usual, the queen herself, the lady, who got entertainment, at her fingertips, is here to give us the latest in the world of showbiz.
Yes.
Becky,
hello to you, Brace.
Yeah.
It's a Friday.
Yeah.
I'm very excited because we're going back home to relax and, do all the things that we're supposed to be doing. So, yeah, I'm very excited. But I'm also very excited for the Ghana movie industry.
Why?
Because British actor Idris Elba says groundworks are underway for the construction of a modern film studio in Ghana under the West Africa Studios. The 50-year-old actor is convinced the project, when completed, will be strong and competitive to attract filmmakers to choose Ghana for their production. At a courtesy call on President Akufo-Addo at the Jubilee House, the Globe Award winner, known for his roles including Luther, Long Walk to Freedom, and others, said he plans to shoot scenes of an upcoming movie he is directing in Ghana.
In our program to build film studios across Africa. Currently we call it West African Studios, but that's because it's a working title. But we've been working at this for 3 or 4 years to raise a plan that puts a facility at the center of African filmmaking. There's a lot of African filmmaking, but the facilities around that are something that is lacking. In South Africa, they have a big facility. A lot of film production goes there. But quickly, as we're planning this, we realized that policy is where the actual groundwork needs to be laid. We've studied the models of obviously South Africa, who have an incredible incentive package. Then around Europe, obviously Greece, Morocco. These are all places where they realize the value of the filmmaking dollar, and I've brought that policy into play. Tony, Danny, and the film.
National Film Authority.
National Film Authority have done the work, put together a very comprehensive plan to propel Ghana into the forefront. It needs to be robust. It needs to be competitive to the rest of the world. But we believe for sure, and I know you believe this too, it's been part of your legacy that you want to leave as well, that Ghana should step up in terms of attracting those filmmakers. So, as we said in the DC, I'd come and see you and present to you essentially just the parameters of what we need to do. In short, the work has been done. We've done a lot of the sort of understanding what international filmmakers need for Ghana specifically, in tandem as we lay the ground for the studios. I'm led to believe that there are some plans for the studios, some other studios to be brought to Ghana, which is fantastic, and one should not cannibalize the other. But without, I think, the policy component, I think it's safe to say that we can have as many studios as we want, but we will not have the filmmakers attracted here. So I think one of the things to just highlight for you, what I want to do personally myself, I have a film that I'm directing, and I'm hoping to bring that film, or at least some of that film, to shoot in Ghana. That film will be, I would say we would be here in December. We start pre-production in August. Some of the film, 2 or 3 weeks, will be in Ghana, say by December. Hopefully, if we were to move with a fair wind and we were in agreement of what we could do in terms of the policy, we could case study my film as a proof of concept.
Well, meanwhile, President Akufo-Addo says the tourism ministry is currently developing a policy framework to guide filmmaking in the country.
I think this is an area where it would be very, very beneficial. There's a lot of value addition for our country in getting into this area. And I think that the whole policy framework emphasis that is yours is absolutely spot on. The latest example that I give, which is paying off big dividends for us, is the automobile industry. Until I came, there had not been a policy for the automotive industry in Ghana. Insisted on making one, we brought out one, and subsequent to the making of the policy, at least half a dozen major global car automobile manufacturers have now come into the country. And the making of the policy was absolutely critical for them. Be it Nissan is now here assembling, Toyota, Volkswagen, who else there, but Sinotruck, but it was the making of the policy that has really facilitated this. So I understand the whole business. Fortunately for you and for me, as we speak now, the Minister for Tourism is chairing a meeting today specifically on this issue about the framework, the policy framework for the making of cinema.
President Akufo-Addo there. Brace, this is
It's awesome.
so good for Ghana. I'm very excited.
When I
don't know
saw
why.
that he was going to put a studio in Uganda and not Ghana, I was like, why Uganda? Why not Ghana?
Well, it's a West Africa.
Exactly. I didn't know Ghana was part.
Oh,
You know,
Ghana
so I was
is
saying that no, but Ghana is like the gateway to Africa now. Everybody's
Right.
choosing us. So why not
Right.
come here? So this is good. I'm happy I'm seeing this.
This is
you know.
fantastic.
Very.
And I'm thinking, you know, some of the movies or similar movies that might be staged here or, here in Ghana should look like something like this. Grace, you need to go back and watch
that's a sweet. That would be a sweet movie. I have not watched it.
Well, I can
But I
tell
have
you
to
the
watch it.
story. So Idris killed his father
Okay.
and left his junior brother, who was a step junior brother.
Mm.
He grew up and then he came back for him.
Okay, so like revenge.
You know.
Okay.
I was so sad that he died in the movie, but he loved his brother. He had something here for his brother.
Oh, but the brother killed him in the.
Yeah, you could tell that family is blood. You're my family. I love you.
And I love you too.
Do we have time to sing something? No, we don't have
I
time.
don't think we do.
Okay.
Else, but what song would you have sung?
Oh, you're putting me on the spot. Let's see. That will be all for JoyNews Prime, people.
Okay, all right. So.